comically epic.
What is up, besties? It is your girl Karmic, back to you again with another video. And this time we are asking what everybody wants to know, what the internet is in a frenzy about. Where the hell's Kate Middleton? And what's up with all the fake photos? Now, I did the reading. I got y'all some answers. I also took a look at Kate and William's relationship because I felt called to. And I took a look at Meghan and Harry's relationship because I felt called to. And I think you guys will understand why as you watch the reading. So as always, this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only, besties. There are zero facts here, just psychic, intuitive impressions from floating hands on the internet. As always, you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the links are down below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the wait time is about 2 weeks at this point. So find me on Facebook, Instagram, or my email in order to book a reading. The sooner, the better I can get you in. If you enjoyed these videos, please leave it a like. It really does support my page. What is up, my besties? What is up, my regulars? I hope that you guys are doing well. Don't forget to always take a look at the community page where you can vote on the next video. The next one's going to be conspiracy. I got you, besties. But without further ado, as always, this is alleged. This is not facts. And let's get into it. All right, besties. So let's take a look at the cards and find out why the fake photos and where is Kate? This feels like another Free Britney moment kind of, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I'm hearing what I heard in the last video, surgery complications. Could she have gone in for something and then like something else? Because you know what it's reminding me of? It's like those, like Grey's Anatomy when like they go in for a routine procedure and then they find something else. Like, I don't know. Spirit, give me an example. Like going in to get lipo and then they see a mass while they're doing the lipo. You know what I mean? It feels like I went in for something else and then something else happened. So it takes more time to... I just keep hearing surgery complications and I'm seeing a scar around the abdomen. So I just feel like they went in for something and then something went wrong. But she's okay. But it feels like there was like a window of time where she could have gone either way. Like it just keeps giving me the vibe of like, we're going to send you home, but keep an eye on her. I wonder if they have like an at-home doctor because like I see her in bed, but like I see like, you know, that tall thing with like the water bag on it. I'm so horrible. What is it called? Spirit. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've ever watched any medical show ever. It feels like I'm hearing the word recuperating. It feels like she's still recovering from complications of surgery. But let's figure out, all alleged, why the fake photos, what's going on, where's Kate? Okay, well, there's definitely something going on in the home life, but hold up. Image is definitely a big one. Image, they're definitely concerned about. You know, this is why having a perfectionist mentality is just not the way to go. Everybody's sitting here bugging out that something's wrong and that she's like kidnapped or some crazy ish like that. But this is about optics. We need to look. This is perfectionism at its best. Like that's kind of the vibe. It's like we need to make sure that we don't want the people to worry. You know what this is like? You know how, okay, say, this is hard because predominantly women here. You know how us women, I guess I'll say us, not as much anymore these days, but say, you know how like we're really insecure. And so I'm making an example here. Say we're really insecure. We're dating a dude, right? And he overcompensates for us being insecure, but then kind of screws up because it's like you're overcompensating looks like it's... Do you see what I'm saying? Like say, how do I... Spirit, give me an example. I need a good example. Okay, here you go. Say you're a jealous girlfriend, right? And you got a boyfriend, and you're like, I need you to tell me whenever a girl is talking to you so that I know that I can trust you. And so he's trying to do damage control because he doesn't want you to worry. So he's like, hey, 15 girls liked my post, and he's like overcompensating, and so it's making you worry more, because then you're like, why are you telling me about 15 different girls that liked your post? This is seeming suspect. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you're overcompensating so you look guilty when you're not. That's the vibe. It's like they're so concerned with optics that it's like, oh my God, she should have been done with surgery by now. She should have been out in public. Let's make sure that it looks like she's out in public. Let's put out a few photos so that nobody worries, because we're worried. It's like they're projecting their own fears outward, and because the rest of the public is worried too, it's like we have to show proof of life. Like, that's the vibe. But honestly, it feels like there was just like, look at how this person is. Like it's like we're out of the woods, but not like that's what it was originally. It's like look at him. He's bandaged up, but he's hurting, right? He's feeling some pain. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Thank you. That's kind of the vibe. It's like she got out of surgery. There might have been a complication. Like, I'm just being drawn to like all the medical shows where, like, you know, all of a sudden the monitor's beeping really crazy and they didn't prepare for that extra thing, and now they're working on that extra thing, and then like, whew, it's a close one. And then they're like, oh, we need to watch you for the next couple of weeks just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Like, that's the vibe. I don't know how else to explain this. Like, bad internet. Who is this spirit? Okay, so I think this was Prince William's idea. Remember how, I'll try to, if not, just look up royal family with my name, you'll find it. I posted it like less than a month ago. I did the reading. This feels like William's trying to take control while Kate is going through whatever it is that she's going through. So it's like, he's trying to, remember how I saw him running around with his head cut off? It's like, I need to learn how to be the king. I need to learn now. Like, that's the vibe. So it's like, okay, so what would a king do if the wife is sick? Okay, well, they would put out a fake photo to make sure everybody's, like, it's like William is taking on the role of king already. So, you know, it's kind of giving me the vibe of, so this won't be completely Kate, because I just feel like it's surgery complications. So I wouldn't be shocked if they're going to give me other shit. But I'm just getting this vibe of like, William's trying to, you know how like if you're in a job and you got to train the new person, and the new person, like the trainee, you got them doing your work stuff, but like technically if something went wrong it would fall on you because you're still the boss. That's the vibe. It's like Prince William is trying to act like a king for when that time comes. So it's giving me the vibe of like, okay, if I was a king and my wife was under surgery and there's complications, what would my mom do? Like, it's giving me like, what would Princess Diana do? And it's like, okay, well, the royals throw out a bunch of fake photos and they always make sure to, you know, it's like I'm seeing them with like money handed over to like, I feel like they have deals with like news sources, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, no facts here, where it's like, I'll make this deal with you. You could get first on the scene. You could get access, exclusive pass, blah, 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 but you got to do it in my narrative. So it's like, I'll tell you 70% of the truth, but 30% is off the record. So it's like they got people in their back pocket that are in the news industry. So I think that's why we hear like, I looked up this morning and it was like they were spotted shopping for the first time, but there was no photo. It's like I see them like shaking hands with somebody, giving them money. It's like, tell them that you saw this so that the people don't worry. I don't think it's not giving me like Kate's dying and you need to be concerned. It's more like the family's bugging, that you guys are bugging, and they were already bugging. So it's like all they know how to do is manipulate press instead of just being like, hey guys, yeah, there was some complications. We're concerned right now. We don't want you guys to be concerned, but they don't know how to be human. Remember how I did this reading and I'm like, they feel like a bunch of homeschooled kids that have never talked to humans. They don't know how to do damage control like a normal person because they don't think like a normal person. So that's kind of why with this Six of Swords, that's internet, it's in the reverse. It's like we need to manipulate the internet so that everybody thinks everything's okay. This is Prince William. He's a Cancer. And then this is like a detachment. I'm trying to detach as much as I can right now, focus on the things that matter, focus on building up my kingliness. It's not a word. But it's like right now, this is not the main concern. It's like I see everybody like in the, what is it, the palace or the royal, whatever the fuck, like, excuse my language. I just see everybody like running around with their heads cut off, trying to prepare for like, what happens when King Charles dies? What happens when I take the throne? What happens with the family? It's just like they're still kind of, I'm telling you guys, like, I don't know the story, so forgive me. But does Kate wear the pants? Because like, you know, I know that's like a, I don't want to hear everybody coming at me with the, I'm part of the LGBT, leave me alone. But it's just kind of giving me the vibe of like Prince William doesn't really know what to do when Kate's not in control. It's giving me like simp energy, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like he doesn't know how to lead. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think when he takes over presidency, or sorry, king, I just see, and I saw it in the last reading, I see like Kate typing in the background. It's like he's gonna be the head. You know how like in America, like they're just like the president's just the head figure, but at the end of the day, they don't really make the choices. It's kind of giving me that same vibe. It's like Kate would be the choice maker. William would kind of be like the head figure. So that's kind of the vibe. I do think there's family issues right now, but it's so like I'm seeing a tornado in my mind's eye. It's got everything to do with everything. It's like we got issues with Harry. We got to worry about the legacy. I'm also being drawn to. I watched a video on how stepping up into king looks, and I guess like there's a line of concession, and like there's a couple of kids that are under 18, like who, so they're thinking about all of this shit, like what would happen if this went down, what would happen if that went down. So they're, you know how like parents, this is a better example, if you've suffered in poverty, you know how like parents might be worried about, you know, is the heat going to get shut off, but like they won't tell their kids, right? They're like, no honey, it's okay, but like you could tell something's wrong, and then you might assume some shit because you could tell something's wrong but you don't know what's wrong. That's the problem with keeping secrets. That's what's going on. They're afraid of what's going to happen next. How do we move on to the next phase of life? How do we step up? How do I become king? How do I, yeah, because I'm hearing, oh, I just can't wait to be king, Lion King. I'm telling you, they're more concerned about optics and what happens next, that unfortunately the whole Kate Middleton thing is just them not knowing how to cope, because when you're in survival, fight or flight, you don't think critically. You know what I'm saying? So if Prince William's bugging out because he thinks his wife might die of complications, and he thinks that, you know, King Charles might die, and you're going to be in a fight or flight mentality. And so King Charles kind of gives me the energy. He strikes me as kind of useless, if I'm being honest with you. So it feels like everything's finally falling on Prince William, except again, I feel like Kate is the one that's more in her masculine energy, for lack of a better term. So imagine Prince William has been a prince for fucking ever, never really knew how to be a king, just kind of relied on everyone else. And then it's like, boom, you're thrown onto the stage. So that's what you're seeing is kind of the royals losing their shit, not really knowing what's happening. And they have this need to look perfect. And because they can't present as perfect right now, they're trying to manipulate the narrative. But I don't see anything nefarious going on. It's just them being human and not being perfect, and them not wanting you to see that. That's what this is. Yeah, I do think they've been, I think the reason that the Photoshop shit has been happening is because they've been paying people off because they're afraid. They're afraid that you guys are going to think that they're not competent, or think that, you know, because if they're that concerned, you know, like, oh my God, what would happen if Kate did die of complications? Then obviously you guys would be concerned as well. So again, it's giving like the parent role. Like, I don't want you guys to be concerned, but then I end up making you fearful anyway. That's the vibe. I do feel like they have people in their back pocket for like the news, the media, something like that, where it's like, here, throw this photo out. And I just think they were being kind of careless is the vibe. It's like, we need to show proof of life. We don't want people to know about the complications. We want everybody to think that Kate is just resting and well. So here's this photo, throw it out there. Let's see if anybody believes it. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Are they having marital problems too? Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only? Because you know what I'm hearing is like, you know how like they always say you don't know how strong your relationship is until it's put into a crisis. Like, I'm butchering the statement, but it's basically that. That's also kind of giving me the vibe here too. I feel like William's having a hard time right now being the man. I know I'm not trying to be judgy or nothing like that. It's just, you know, he's having a hard time filling the masculine role that he needs to. I think that he is very comfortable with Kate leading. And I think he just realized how important Kate really was to him, if I'm being honest with you. Because now it's like, holy shit, all this is falling on me. Like, I keep hearing the song Surface Pressure from Encanto, where it's like, everybody expects me to be strong, basically. And it's like, yeah, I'm seeing Kate almost kind of with like a smirk, like, y'all been sleeping on me. Like, that's kind of the vibe. I almost feel like Kate's kind of enjoying this a little bit, because it's just kind of giving me the vibe of like, you know how like
I got mostly women here, so y'all can relate. You know how sometimes you'd be dating somebody and they sleep on like how much you contribute because you're a woman and they have like societal standards of like what a woman is and they just don't give us enough credit. It's kind of giving me that vibe. Like everything's falling apart and Kate's just kind of like, you didn't see how much I contributed, did you? Like that's kind of the vibe. So I'm a little bit concerned about their marriage, if I'm being honest with you. But let's look at more. I'm telling you, he definitely, I swear to God, like, you know how people have that freaking bracelet that's like, what would Jesus do? I'm telling you, if William could make one about his mom, he would. Like, because he's just in this headspace of like, how do I best implement how my mother would have approached things and how she did approach things? And how do I move forward? How do I also move forward knowing that my wife is struggling right now? And how do I make it so that I'm successful? People are relying on me and I don't know how to do this alone. I think he's really concerned. I think it kind of feels like they've been fighting. But I think it's more to do with like roles and semantics and career shit. And I just feel like, I don't know, like I just see Kate laying in bed like, must suck to be me. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of giving me that vibe. It's like, you kind of slept on how much work I give. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the vibe. I think she's kind of in this shitty, petty energy. And, like, I really can't blame her because, hey, you know, I'm a woman. I get it. But I feel like Prince William's just kind of like, I don't know how to move forward. I don't know how to manipulate the media like my family does. I don't know how to put on a show so that everybody thinks everything's new and good and gravy and we're moving forward and everything's all right. I don't want people to be concerned, but then here we are concerning the people. Like, it's just a lot of, yeah. What the hell? What's going on in their marriage? Out of my comfort zone. Is she not happy anymore? Hold on. What's the back deck? I might need to repoll. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely concerned about work. They definitely put out those photos so that you guys wouldn't be concerned about what's going on. Especially with that high priestess in the reverse. It's like, I need y'all to ignore your intuition. Everything's fine. Everything's still working and copacetic over here. No need to worry. But I feel like they're the reason that those photos came out. It was like, we're worried. We don't want you to worry. Here's this photo. Oh, we didn't really think it through. Oh, here we are now. Now we're fucked. Like, that's just kind of the vibe. It's pretty matter of fact here. Y'all know if this was some next level conspiracy shit and she was dead, like, I would tell you, I'm not seeing that. Yeah, it's like a victory at all costs. We need to control the narrative. We abuse our power. Not shocking. We feel like cycles are ending right now. We're worried about King Charles dying. We're worried about Kate's complications. I'm telling you, it's like she went in for surgery and something else happened before she got out. It's like going in for a routine procedure and then finding out something else. Like, so it's like going in for one thing and then getting treated for two. Like, that's kind of the vibe. So I don't know that will they actually tell Spirit? Will they tell everybody what happened? If she's okay, I wouldn't be shocked if they actually do say like, oh, there was just like a little hiccup. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they downplay it, but it just kind of feels like, you know, like you go in for a routine procedure and then you find a mass or something like that. It's kind of giving me that vibe. But yeah, it's like victory at all costs. We need people to believe that everything's okay. It's just giving like parents suffering, you know, just people that are, this isn't as bad as y'all think it is. I promise. I think she's out of the woods. I definitely think they're still concerned, but I think she's okay. I think she's just healing right now. But I want to take a look at their relationship because something feels weird and I don't know what that's about. So let's check it out. All right. So let's take a look at how is Kate and William doing. As always, thank you guys so much for sitting through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. Like this video if you haven't already. Comment down below, as always, what you guys can tell me because y'all know I don't know shit about nothing. And also subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you here. But let's check out Kate and William's relationship. Okay, but why? Okay. Okay. Why does it feel like there's a battle right now? I'm going to tell you one thing. Somebody does want to leave. They're not going to, but they want to leave. With that 8 of Cups in reverse, someone... You know what I'm wondering? This kind of feels like Kate's kind of getting sick of shit. And then this is, for some reason, it's reminding me of Meghan Markle. I almost... You know what this is kind of giving me the vibe of? It's like when a mother that's married, that has like 2 kids, and then, you know, her husband feels like another kid because he doesn't really appreciate her, and then, you know, something kind of shakes the family and it wakes you up and you're like, what the fuck? Have I been sleepwalking through my life? Like, y'all been sleeping on me. Like, what? Like, it almost kind of, it feels like Kate is getting to a place where it's like, I'm not appreciated. How did I not notice this? Like, that's kind of the vibe. Because, like I said, like, you know, now they're in chaos, right? And I almost feel like, you know, she's been in bed all these months trying to take care of herself. And I just see people going up to her each and every day. Like, we're worried about this. What should we do about that? What should we do about this? I see Prince William running to her. What should we do about this? What should we do about that? And she's just like, these people can't live without me. Like, like, it's the vibe, like, I'm being slept on. Like I don't get paid enough if I'm in a career type of thing, but more like I'm not appreciated. What's with all this male energy, though? You know what I'm hearing is Grease. You better shape up because I need a man. I think she's starting to... Remember how earlier I was like, William gives simp energy? I think she's getting the ick from it. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, burden not worth having. I think she feels like she has to, like, lead the show. Yeah, and I also feel like she feels... like she needs to hold herself to a certain regard because of, you know, being a part of the royal, you know, cult, like whatever the frick is going on over there. Because, like, I think that her resting has kind of made her reflect a little bit. You know how, like, when the universe forces you to slow down because you're go, you're a worker bee, and then you slow down and then it's like, oh, now I actually have to process all of my emotions because I'm like bedbound. I have nothing else to do. That's kind of the vibe here. And I think that she's like reflecting and like people are coming up to her and everybody needs her. And it's like, I can't even have a minute. And it's like, when did it get this bad? When did I not realize that like I'm a machine too? I think she thought that like, you know, being married to the royals is different than being one. You know, it's like you're not part of it. You know what I'm saying? But I think now she realized that she's kind of become like them. And I think it's kind of given her the ick because it's like, y'all don't appreciate me. Like, I do more than most of you. You guys need me and I'm not even blood. Like, that's kind of the vibe. I think Kate's kind of sick of this shit. That could be part of the holdup, too. I think she might be in a headspace now where it's like, honestly, I think she's like, what the fuck am I doing? And, you know, like, it kind of also feels like a moment of reality, too, with the Empress here. Like, oh, my God. Like, I don't know exactly how it works. She's queen, right? If he's king, that makes her queen, right? So it's kind of the vibe of like, oh, my God, I'm going to have to be a queen. I'm going to have to lead people. Like, I've been leading my husband, my children, their family. I got to lead more people. Like, what did I get myself into? I think the reality is kicking in for her as well. That's so funny. When I dropped that, I heard he's never satisfied. I don't buy that they're happy. Why does it feel like they're just coworkers? Okay, I don't know shit about the royals. Obviously, Harry and Meghan aren't part of that. But do some of them have arranged marriages? Because this feels like arranged marriage energy. Or, like, maybe they weren't arranged to be married, but it definitely feels like 2 people that are just business partners. It feels like I'm not actually happy. I stay for the kids. Because that King of Cups is William. He's in reverse. This guy doesn't love me. He needs me, but he doesn't love me. It feels like a codependency kind of trauma bond. It almost feels like Prince William has a habit of leaning on strong women and not actually... It's kind of giving me emasculated energy where it's like, I don't know how to be an adult, so I rely on the strong, powerful women around me. And especially because look at like King Charles. He doesn't exactly give me the vibe of like strong man. And I don't know who Prince William's father is, but I haven't seen him around. So it's kind of giving me the vibe of like depending on strong women. And I think Kate is just kind of like, didn't sign up for more children with that 6 of Cups. I think she's having kind of like a midlife crisis, for lack of better terms. You know, like went in for surgery, had a near-death experience type of energy, coming back out. Now I'm in bed. Now I'm reevaluating my entire life. I'm about to be a queen. I'm about to have to take the throne. I don't even like this guy. This is a business deal. What have I got? Like, I just see her like reflecting on her life. Like, it's giving soul review energy. It's like, what? You know how like one day you just kind of wake up and you're like, where did my life go? Like, I feel like that's where Kate's at right now. And notice how she's an empress and he's a king of cups. The empress needs an emperor. He's a king of cups in reverse. This is a grown man that's just emotionally not there. Just not there. They're not happy. You're not going to convince me that this is a happy couple. This feels like we're coworkers. That's what this feels like. You know what it's reminding me of? Highly recommend this movie. It's called Free Guy. It's on Disney Plus. Highly, highly recommend. I promise you, I don't care. Call me crazy. I definitely believe this is pretty much how the universe works. But they have two people that like go into business to make a video game. And that's kind of the vibe. It's like we're in business together. Like, yeah, we may like each other, but it's like, I don't feel any love in this, which is concerning. Yeah, look at that Six of Pentacles. That shouldn't come up in a love reading for the public. I don't think she's going to leave, though. I don't think anybody's going to leave. I don't know. No. I don't see anything about leaving. It's just more like, we got to keep it going for the public eye. These people are just hell-bent on what the public thinks. It does not matter. They could be missing a leg, and they're like, I'll grow it back. Like, it's just like, as long as the public doesn't get on that we're anything other than perfect, it's ridiculous. Okay, here she is. She got an issue with Meghan Markle. I got this in the last reading, too. Is there... I don't know any of the royal drama, so forgive me. But is there... Okay, so remember if you watched my last royal reading, I saw something about how she wants to bring the family together for Prince William's sake. So, like, she wants Harry and William to work things out. And I kind of saw that they would eventually through death, I believe is when they'll probably work it out. If not sooner, because it's giving me like when King Charles dies, is like Harry will snap back into the family. But that's based on free will, so we'll see. But with this, it's like, did they hang out recently or something? Because I almost wonder if it's kind of giving me the vibe of like, how do I word this, Spirit? It's complicated. Oh, I think seeing Meghan Markle and seeing how some people don't follow the rules of royals made her kind of itch for something new. I don't know how or when this played out, but there was something about freedom involved in this. Because Six of Swords is like moving forward with my life, moving away from tumultuous waters. I butchered that word. My apologies this morning. But it's giving me the vibe of like, even though I don't like her, I'm jealous of her. Because it's like, think about how, like, you know, family couples, like, they compete. Like, I'm being drawn to, like, rom-coms where, like, there's multiple brothers and they're in relationships and they'll get on each other about stuff. It's kind of giving me that vibe, like, comparing. And it's like, well, Harry married Meghan and then they went to America and they left this royal bullshit. And I have to deal with this royal bullshit now. And it's just like, I think she wants to leave. I don't feel like she's going to do it, but I do feel like that's what she wants. Because Six of Swords, that's air, that's thoughts. Six of Pentacles is much louder here. I'm in an obligation, especially next to that Judgment card, the public eye. I have to. I made a deal with the devil is kind of the vibe. I have to. But I think she has this jealousy towards Meghan because it's like, you chose the brother that actually gave up on the royal family. That's the vibe. Because, again, remember how it's kind of giving me the vibe, what did I get myself into? Like, you know, I have surgery complications. We can't even tell people that because we got to be picture fucking perfect. Like, that's kind of the vibe. I think she's sick of this shit. Not enough to leave, though. Which is ironic. Yeah, apathy. Yeah, but then, like, remember how I said not enough to leave? It's like, you could leave tomorrow. You don't want to. It's like she somehow inherited that duty feeling, even though she's married into it. I don't understand. I don't get it. I've never married into royal, so I couldn't tell you. Yeah, justice. This is what I have to do. I signed up for the, it's, you know what's funny is it's giving me the same energy as how I got them before, the brothers. It's kind of like army. It's like, I have to. I signed up for it. It's my job. That's the vibe. And it's very quickly coming where I have to do it, where I have to step up and take leadership. I think she feels like a duty to her country. Yeah, and that's why I won't leave. Relationships with other people, relationship with my community, all the energy I've already put into this. I have to, I feel like she's got one of those energies where it's like, once I start something, I need to finish it. Like, that's kind of the vibe. So it's like, I started this, I put in all this work, I had these children, I'm going to finish it. So it's like, even if I'm not happy, it doesn't matter. It's my duty, which that's not how love works, but all right. That's what they do there. All right, back deck energy. Stuck. I know that I know better, but I'm not going to do better. Like, that's literally the vibe. And then with this King of Swords in the middle, it's kind of giving me the vibe of like, again, we're just workers together. We communicate. We share what we got to do, but at the end of the day, that's it. Deception. Ego. Yeah, if I had a choice, I'd leave and I'd start over. Y'all, with that Seven of Swords, if you guys ever, I don't feel it coming yet. But there is a potential for her to cheat. There is a potential for Kate to have a cheating scandal. Right now, I would say it's literally 50-50 shot. Because again, she's in bed right now. Like, as of right this second, I feel like she's in bed. Or like, bed bound, or like, can't leave the house much. But it's giving me the vibe of like, again, you have that. Maybe there was like a moment where she could have died, but then she was out of the woods. So again, like, near-death experience makes you reevaluate your life. I almost wonder if like, well, they would never tell us because they care about their, you know. It's kind of giving me the vibe of like wanting to step out to see what else is out there. It's kind of giving me like Britney after the conservatorship. It's like, what can I create for myself? I feel like she had like a near-death experience where now it's like, I feel like when she gets back out there, she might want to cheat. Allegedly. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I literally said there's a 50-50 shot. But in her head, it's like, yeah, I'm hearing the song What's This Life For? And then I'm seeing Prince William. And then I'm seeing him with a pacifier in his mouth, which is giving me the vibe of like, he's a child. And then it's like, why am I doing this? And then it's like, but it's my duty, but I'm not happy. But I have to. It's my job, but I don't love him. He's my worker. He's my coworker. This is not love. And so I think, you know what it's giving me? I think when she comes back out into the spotlight, which I do believe she will, it's giving me Michelle Obama vibes. Like, I'm assuming y'all know who she is, maybe. I would think, because I knew who the royals were, ish. But it's kind of giving me that vibe, like, I'm going to take on that role. I'm going to be, like, the main figurehead. Like, Michelle kind of ran it a little bit. Like, obviously Obama was president, but Michelle was, like, a very well-known first lady. She was, like, very involved. And it's kind of giving me that. Like, she's going to try to make her happiness out of, like, being very involved in the community and being a very involved queen and like doing things for kids and outreach programs and shit like that. It's kind of giving me that vibe. It's like I will channel what I feel like I'm missing into helping others. So I do think she's going to be a good queen. But I do feel like, Spirit, is she out of the woods? I would say as of right now, 75% chance she's good. 75? I think they're still just kind of waiting to make sure. It's kind of giving me like, you're almost out of the clear, but take it easy. Like, that's kind of the vibe. I think she's going to be okay, y'all. I'm not really concerned with that. But we got extra time. So real quick, because I know people have asked me, let's just take a look at Harry and Meghan, because fuck it, why not? All right, so let's take a look at Harry and Meghan. As always, thank you guys so much for sitting through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. If you haven't liked this video, please do so if you are enjoying. And always fill in the gaps for me in the comments. And subscribe if you haven't already. Love to have you here. Okay. Who's embarrassed? Why? Dose of realism. Juggling. Okay. All right, what's going on with Meghan, y'all? Okay, what's going on with Meghan? What's up with her pride right now? Wait a second. She's concerned that Harry's going to go back. Well, I mean, duh. Because this is giving me like anxiety, but not of my own doing. Trying to put on a brave face. But behind closed doors, a dose of realism has been dealt to me because I'm going to have to make a choice that's making me angry. This is Two of Pentacles always gives me the same energy as the Oracle card today for tomorrow. So it's like giving up what matters to me now for the greater good. Has Harry been talking to her about going back? Because this is like, I don't feel like I'm in control of my life now. Because the decision has to be made. That feels like Harry. I know he's a Virgo, but that feels like Harry. Detached. What? Are they together? What? Yeah, this feels a lot like... Why does it feel like she doesn't want to be with him, but at the same time she has this belief that he's gonna save her? Or at the very least, like, make her life better in some way. What the hell? What is going on? These people make no sense to me at all. I thought Hollyweird was weird. What? You don't give me the love that you should. I don't want to be attached to this anymore. Are they having money troubles? Because it's kind of giving me like, we need to be out in the public more. We need to get attention more. We need more press. Oh, I forgot she was under fire a couple years ago or however long that was. Because it's giving me the vibe of like, you need to be the hero, Harry. You need to do something. You need to make this better. And I think this has to do with the royal family shit that's going down as well. It's like, you know what this is giving me the vibe of? Ugh, gross. I feel like Meghan's like, all right, the royals are being talked about again. They need some help. Why don't we drum up some of our own PR? We can make some money. People will be talking about us again. And then we could take the heat off the family. Like, it's almost like Meghan's trying to play like she cares about the family, but she sees it as a PR opportunity. I'm sorry. If you guys like her, I have no emotional anything to any of these people. Go ahead and go off in the comments. I don't really care. Honestly, I think all of this is weird. I even think presidency is bullshit. So no judgment on anybody's part. But it's just kind of giving me the vibe of like, I feel like she's, again, I just hear her like, you know the Charlie Brown where it's like, meh, 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 meh. Like that's what they're showing me. It's like she's whining in Harry's ear. Like, you need to step up. You need to take charge. You need to help for your family's sake. But the problem is, she's not saying that because she cares about the family. She's saying it because she wants to be back in the spotlight again. Have they not been in the spotlight as much? Because this is like, I want to get out of the shadows, that moon there. I want to get out of the shadows. This is a perfect opportunity, Harry, for you to become the hero in this story. It's like she's trying to push him out to like get more PR, make him look like a hero so that it's like part 2 and people love us again. That's the vibe. Do people still hate them? Because it's giving me this like, this is the perfect opportunity for us to make another appearance and look really good in front of the... Where's the love in either of these connections? What's up, royals? What are we doing? Yeah, starting over. What did I say? It's like, this is a good opportunity for us. That's where she's at right now. Are they having money troubles? I said that. And then the 10 of Pentacles comes out. Because it's like, right now is a perfect opportunity. All eyes are on the royals. Let's put ourselves out there. We can make money. We can do some PR stuff. Is she like launching a business or something like that? It's kind of giving me like entrepreneur energy where it's like, right now is the perfect opportunity. Seize it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vibe. It's like, because I'm seeing like stocks in my mind's eye and it's like, you got to go high or something like that. And I'm not really getting it, but it's kind of the reference of like, right now, everybody's focused on the royals. Ride that wave. Yeah, because I'm seeing like a surfer. It's like, the tide's coming. Let's go. Like, that's the vibe. I don't buy that these two feel like business partners too. What the fuck? Do they have arranged marriages? No, because they didn't even like Meghan. So why does this feel like a business? Because listen, I'm not trying to be a dick. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. But it feels like the boys, William and Harry, don't really know how to be men because they've had such strong women around them. Now, I'm not trying to be a dick. Honestly, I kind of like the fact that they can tap into their feminine energy. But that being said, I don't think they know how to lead. So I feel like they attract women that are in their masculine energy, but have a tendency of like kind of walking all over them. Now, I feel like Prince Williams has a little bit more of a backbone than Prince Harry does, but again, it's still like, yeah, I'm seeing both of them like sucking their thumbs, which gives me the vibe of like mommy issues. So, I mean, are we shocked Princess Diana died? So, if you guys ever want me to do a reading on that, let me know, because I'm sure we're gonna find some shit out from that one. But I don't, something's wrong with this family, dude, or at least the marriages. Yeah, it's like success at all costs. There's a bad, because now I'm getting a bad taste in my mouth, and spirits like that. Like, people have a bad taste in their mouth about this couple. I don't buy that they're still a couple. I mean, see, this is the problem with being a reader, and I don't know if a lot of readers will explain this to you, but energy is a lot different than ego. So you could be in a relationship for like 10 years, but if you guys have no connection, not sleeping together, barely kissing, then like energy wise, you'll read as broken up because there's nothing there. You're just kind of living in the same house. Well, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's like coworker energy. That Lovers is in reverse. That's loud to me. And then the Six of Cups reverse is like negative attention in the past. I don't want that anymore. Let's take this opportunity, which isn't really an opportunity because it's the Four of Cups in reverse. Let's get out of our comfort zone and show off a little. Like, it's giving me peacocking energy. So have they been in the news lately? Like, are they trying to pop up their PR more than usual? Because that's why. It's like Meghan was, I see Meghan talking to Harry and being like, we should do some stuff and be seen so that people are talking about us. Like, maybe we should say that, oh, we've talked to Kate, or we've like, it's giving me like, we should tell the paparazzi that we talked to Kate so that they think Kate's okay and so that we can protect your family. But all the while Meghan's like, cha-ching. Yeah, because now I'm seeing Mr. Krabs in my mind's eye from SpongeBob, where it's like, all I want's the money. Yeah, because now I'm hearing the song, I don't really need the D, I need the money. Yeah, I really think she just sees this as another opportunity to show how wonderful she is. I swear to God, Meghan is Meghan's biggest fan. Like, I don't know this girl, so please, like, no emotionally invested energy in this, but I don't think anybody loves Meghan more than Meghan loves Meghan. I'm gonna be honest. She's a Leo. She's got unevolved Leo energy. I'm a Leo. I've never had this energy, but yeah, whatever. Allegedly. Look at that. Winning at all costs. What did I say? Meghan's a Leo. Seven of Swords is deception. King of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to have people look at this. And it's like, oh no, their family's suffering. Let me put myself out there as an opportunity. It just, like, look at Britney Spears, for instance, and how everybody tried to make money off of her going through shit. It's that same vibe. Like, Harry's barely even coming up in this reading because I just see Meghan being like, you need to take advantage of this opportunity. But for her, it's you need to take advantage of this opportunity. But I think she manipulates it. It's like I see it going through a filter, and then to Harry, she's like, you need to do this for the family. But in her mind, it's like PR. King of Cups. Okay. I know this is going to sound really weird. Does Meghan want to be queen? Because I almost sense some jealousy of... Because this is Prince Williams. I almost see her being like, I got the wrong brother. But it's not because, like, I'm so sorry if you're a fan of Meghan. Literally, I have no emotional stake in this. I don't even know these people. Nothing to say here. But with that Justice card in the reverse with the Nine of Cups, it's like, it's kind of giving me this vibe of like, if I married William, I could have been queen. Does Meghan have like this holier than thou attitude? Because like, it just gives me the vibe of like, I could have been more, gotten more accolades, did more. It's almost like, I want you to get back in with the family so that I have more power. Is she like power hungry or something? Or maybe she's just really, really into fame and stardom. I don't know. But it's just kind of giving me the vibe of like, I want more. Give me. Give me PR. Give me money. Give me opportunities. I want people to love me. I want people to worship me. Give me. That's the vibe of Meghan. Like, I don't even feel Harry's energy in this. And I'm asking about the royals. Yeah, it's like taking advantage of the grief that's going on within the family. Oh, yeah, here, yeah, I got your back. Here. This is giving me the vibe of like her reaching out to Kate, pretending that she gives a fuck, but just so that she could tell the media that she reached out to Kate. Has she been talking to Kate? Do we know? Because that's the vibe. It's or maybe reached out to Prince William, like, oh my God, like, just let you know you're in my thoughts and prayers. Like, that's kind of the vibe. But it's like, now let's send it to Fox. Like, that's the vibe. Yeah, it's like girl's girl. That's the vibe. It's like, let me reach out to you during this time of grief. There might be some sincerity in it because it is all cups and they are upright. So she could actually care, but it's just kind of giving me the vibe of like, and money. You know what I mean? So it's like, how are you doing, Kate? Hope you're feeling well. And money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's like, maybe she does care about Kate's well-being, but at the same time, it's like, how can I turn this into money? It's like being an entrepreneur and trying to turn every single hobby you have into money. Like, that's not normal. You need to have just things that aren't related to money. I feel like Meghan sees everything as a financial opportunity. Is she trying to make something right now? Like, is she trying to be I don't know, not a blogger. It kind of gives me more like, Spirit, give me an example. Like a lipstick brand, a makeup brand. I don't know. Is she trying to like create something? I also think that she feels like it's a burden to be in the situation that she's in right now because she's trying to offer support to the family, but I think they're still not really interested in her. And so she's just kind of like, I can't win with these people. I almost wonder if like Meghan thought that this would be her way of getting back into the royals. Yeah, because now I'm hearing the song "We'll Never Be Royal, It Don't Run in Our Blood." So maybe Kate swatted her. Because, like, look, like, that's what Page of Pentacles is kind of giving me the vibe of, like, a peace offering. And I feel like it was very quickly just... I mean, remember how I was getting the energy of, like, I don't feel like it's coming from a place of kindness? I think that Kate got that same vibe. So I feel like she was rejected by Kate or Prince William, whoever it is that she tried to reach out to, because she did reach out to somebody. Because, again, it's like she can't let Harry live his own life. It's like, I need to tell you what to do. Both of these women, although it feels like Meghan's a little more toxic, both of these women have to be the men in the relationship, because it just seems like Harry and Will, they're used to strong, powerful women, so they don't know how to be strong, powerful men. I'm sorry, but that's the energy that I got. I do feel like they both have, like, sensitive hearts. Like, I don't think they're bad men. I just think that they're probably easily manipulated, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, I feel like Meghan's trying to reach out to that side of the family to like bridge the gap, but I don't think that they're interested in her. I'm sure they're going to play it off like everything's copacetic because the narrative that they play is so different than what's going on. So chances are what I'm saying, most of this won't come out unless they have some sort of feud where the royals are willing to fuck up their perfect press. But I doubt it. But yeah, I think Meghan's bitter because she's not part of what's going down in the royals right now. And Harry's nowhere to be found. Where is his energy? Yeah, I don't feel like Meghan wants to be with Harry. You're not going to tell me that she does. And I think she's bitter because she can't be queen. What the hell? Where is he at? Unhappy family. That's her. And that's him. It's like, you don't offer me enough. Why is this coming from Meghan's perspective? Who asked? I feel like she thinks that he's a little boy. And honestly, I do see the energy, but when you kind of, walk all over men, then you're always going to attract men like that because you're too in your masculine energy. So I don't know what she expected. But I don't buy that they're happy either. It seems like this place is just a hot mess for the royals. Back deck. She's like trying to create a plan to help and strategize and get back in good graces with the royals. But it's just, I don't see that happening. I feel like they're going to make it look that way for PR's sake. Like I keep seeing like, and it could change, but as of right now, and the last time I read them, I feel like when King Charles dies, it's like Prince Harry will probably be able to get in because of the funeral, like the services and everything. And I feel like that might be how they refix their relationship. But once that happens, these women are not going to be involved in it because the men are actually going to like be men. But right now, I feel like Meghan's just trying to figure out a way to get back in. She's strategizing. It's like, how do I How do I look good on social media? How do I expand? How do I get in? That Queen of Swords is very loud to me. It's like I'm trying to get through to you guys. You won't let me. I feel like she's getting batted off by somebody on the other side. It's either... I feel like she's tried to have talks with Kate. I feel like she's tried to reach out under the guise of like, are you okay? I'm thinking of you. Thoughts and prayers. But it feels so insincere to me. And I feel like they can pick that up too. Because with the Hermit and the Star, it's like, I want to be back out there, but I got to bide my time. Do people still hate her? Is that what's going on right now? Are they still angry that, like, Harry and her left the royal family? Because that's the vibe. It's like, we need to strategically think of how we can get back into the spotlight. That's where Meghan's coming from anyway. Harry is barely in this reading. I don't even know what's going on with Harry. Harry's just... I feel like he's just kind of coasting. It's kind of giving me the vibe. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song My Way by Usher, What I Say Goes. I feel like he just goes with whatever Meghan has to say, to be honest with you. I'm hearing Yes Man, and I'm seeing the movie in my mind's eye, so I feel like he's just kind of like, okay, Meghan, this is what we're doing, okay. I swear to God, both these guys are just yes men. I don't know what's up. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, I think Kate's fine. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, it feels like a 75% chance right now. It's kind of giving me that vibe of like, you know how you leave home after getting surgery and it's like each day you're closer to that, like, yeah, because you know how they're like, stay in bed for like 6 to 8 weeks and then you can they're showing me a scene from Jane the Virgin where he was bedridden and it's like after like 6 to 8 weeks you can perform your normal duties. That's it. And I think she's just like impatiently waiting to be able to do that, but you're not going to get a picture of her in her bed. She's too proud, they're too proud, and they don't want you guys worrying, which is ironically what they're creating. So that's why the fake photos came out. It was just to try to make you guys feel better. They didn't think that you guys would think that she's, I don't know, like, it's kind of giving me an ISIS vibe. It's like I almost see Kate being like, dude, they think I'm like held hostage somewhere. You got to show proof of life, but don't take a picture of me in the bed like this. Like, you got to make them think I'm okay. And so that's what's really going on. But I don't think that she's dead. I don't think she's dying. I think there's a very slim chance of her being harmed each and every day because, like I said, it feels like surgery complications. I feel like she went in for one thing, it got complicated, and then she ended up dealing with two things. And that's why the time it took to get better was taking longer. And I hear a doctor being like, you're not out of the woods yet. So it's kind of giving me the vibe of like, again, like, as long as I take it easy, don't move too much. Yeah, I'm seeing so many scenes from TV shows where people were put on bed rest and it was like, if you push yourself, you'll be in trouble, but as long as you stay in bed, you'll be fine. I feel like that's exactly what's going on with Kate right now. So I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. It really does support my page. Thank you to all my regulars. I appreciate y'all so much. Let me know down in the comments if you can fill in any of the gaps. Don't forget to always check the community post to vote for what you want to see in the next reading. You guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the links are down below. If you want to book a personal reading with me, there is a wait of 7 to 10 business days, and you can book through Facebook, Instagram, or my email, all in the description box. All the decks that I use are also linked in the description box. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching my page. Love y'all so much. Rooting for you. Wishing you love and light. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.
The Comic, the